As the leader of the Booner Pack, I lead from the front.
All right, boys. Lock in.
It's our core foundation, man. Grit.
I'm fired up. I'm fired the up, boys.
It's pumping right now. It's got my juices pumping, boys.
Welcome to Crunch Time Sports with Jeff and Booner. It's Monday, August 4th. Start of a new week. All right, start of Detroit Lions football week. Training camp is back. Had a night practice today. Things happen. All right, I have the information. Things happened yesterday at training camp. I have that information. We're going to discuss it all. And we also are going to are we going to training camp this week?
Wednesday. I listen. It just came across my desk. I forgot. We have a pretty big week. I didn't show up late to the show. I was here about 15 minutes ago. Usually I'm here an hour early. I'm running around because I realized Wednesday we have training camp. Friday we're hopping back on the radio in the morning, you and I. So it is like there's a lot of things going on where I was like, okay, I've got work, I got this, and it just came across my desk. Hey, Wednesday, you got training camp at 8 a.m. again. So yeah, we're going to be at training camp Wednesday, Jeff. And they had the night practice tonight. We didn't go because obviously of the show, but they had 6 p.m. night practice as they do every year.
Yeah, they. When is the joint practices?
It's coming up here. Let me see. I can get it for you. Lions.
I know Dan talked about it a little bit. That he was asked about the Texans, but
yeah. I mean, so it's obviously the same week that they play them. The joint practices for the people August 13th. If you're a Lions Pride member or if you're a season ticket holder, that's the joint practice at 10:30 versus the Dolphins. August 14th is where we'll be, Jeff. 10:30 a.m. with the Dolphins as well, and then August 21st it's 10:30 a.m. versus the Houston Texans. So it's coming up this month for sure.
Yeah, well, there's some injuries that happened. That's not hate that word, injury.
First off, did you have a good weekend? How was your weekend?
Weekend was great. All right, weekend was great. I do want to say this.
I hopped right into the ball. Hey, man, how are we doing?
No. I will say, weekend was amazing. It was a great weekend. We golfed on Sunday morning with the boys. Little 2v2 action. Caleb and
result.
Caleb and Booner beat me in Gentry. I think I put a lot of pressure. I think I played decently well. I shot 101, or no, I shot 100. So did not break 100, unfortunately. Gentry, though, a lot on his plate. All right, had to play really well for us to win. He, for his standards, did not play up to Gentry standards. Boone brought it. Caleb.
I think I shot the best out of everyone.
Even though Caleb showed up 2 holes in, he ended up playing decent as well. So he showed up. He showed up absolutely hungover, which we all were pretty hungover. Saturday was great. We got to go and check out Caleb's new place. He's out in Royal Oak, so we got to
shout out Caleb, man. That was
it was fun. It was a lot of fun, man. We got to hang out, see some people. Hey, shout out to everyone that we got to meet. People were really nice out there. Came right up to the boys, said what up. So,
or not even just came right up to us. We had a guy at a gas station just drive right up to us, get out of the car. The boys. That was a funny one.
Yeah. I mean, they were showing love, man. It was nice. Royal Oak is it's an interesting place out there at night. It's an interesting place out there at night. But we had a blast. And
wherever the place was we were, by the way, I don't want to free ads, but I texted you guys it yesterday. We all of us boys, we went to Nashville last year together. If you enjoy like Nashville outdoors, different levels of different places with different music, things like that. And like every level you go to, you're able to go out on a balcony outside, talk with people. If you want to go on a dance floor, there's just so many things to do. That's what Nashville was like to me, Jeff, and live music. The place we went to, it was like 3-4 stories, and you could go, dude, it was the coolest place in the world. I don't know, what is it called? Do you remember?
Double O.
It was. I've never heard of it before. It must be new, but I've been to Royal Oak a million times. I've never been to that spot. That spot, I was absolutely. And it seemed like the spot. I saw people I went to high school with. I saw people that we knew, people who watched us. I was just like, this. I think there were some Lions players there that felt like that type of vibe. I was like looking around, like, where's Dan Jackson at? Where's Dan Jackson?
we well, we know where Dan Jackson's heading. Right, actually.
Stop, man.
Which is terrible. Terrible news. Both 7th-round picks dealing with injury. One of them more significant than the other one. Dominic Lovett. He is being evaluated for an abdominal injury. The doc, credit to him, he got this one out. Detroit Lions rookie wide receiver Dominic Lovett left practice early today and is being evaluated for an abdominal injury.
This just came out like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, so this is unfortunate. We'll talk about Ennis Rakestraw in a little bit. We're going to get to him as well. He got injured, I think, yesterday, and Dan kind of spoke about it. It's not a good injury either, so it's not a short-term thing. But Dominic Lovett went down, which is not good. But here's the positive injury news, and I talked about it today. This is great news. Starting left tackle Taylor Decker is officially off the PUP list.
Hold on.
This was yesterday. He did individual drills yesterday. So he's back in the mix, ladies and gentlemen. He's back in the mix. Oh, I got you. Hit it again. There you go.
Taylor Decker's back.
He's back in the mix.
Thank goodness, man.
Yeah, we got to see. And Dan Skipper's still dealing with that high ankle. Dan said he's working kind of individual right now. He's not going to be out long. But full transparency, Boone, we saw the Dan Skipper experience in training camp. You want Taylor Decker back. I love Dan Skipper. But
Dan played well in the preseason game before he got hurt. He for sure did. He was playing well. That's, again, people want to be like, well, quarterbacks, they struggle because they're playing with third-string guys, second-string guys. These guys are also playing against second, third-string guys. Dan Skipper looked good in the preseason game because not playing against the best of the best, right? Like, when we saw Dan Skipper versus Aiden Hutchinson and when we saw him versus Marcus Davenport, it was a different story. I could definitely tell you that with the straight face. Like, and I know a lot of people last year were frustrated with Taylor Decker. I think the reason Taylor Decker was just so not as good as he was last year was because he was just battling through injuries. Like he was going through it. So I think the fact now that Taylor Decker is going to be healthy this year, he's going to be good. I'm pumped up to get him back because last week, seeing the Dan Skipper experiment, Jeff, when we were there 2 or 3 days, we were all just sitting there like, I mean, we can't get a good look at this offense. You can't. And it makes you kind of appreciate a little bit more about what Taylor Decker actually is and what he's about, like what he can do.
Yeah, I mean, there's other players that were also injured. Pat O'Connor left practice early, per Tim Twentyman here, being evaluated for a leg injury. And then offensive tackle Jamarco Jones left practice early and is being evaluated for an ankle injury. So
am I crazy, dude? I saw shout out to Mike Payton, A to Z Sports. He had put Pat O'Connor not to make the team. I thought Pat O'Connor was going to have a chance to make this team.
I think he has a chance. I just don't. The depth, it depends. They got a lot of depth on the interior. So I mean, you saw you saw Pat O'Connor last year when they needed bodies. I think that you're going to have players get cut that are capable to play at some capacity. They're so stacked. I mean, they have a lot of depth there. So I'm not going to say it's a bad take. I would think he makes the roster, but I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, they go, how many defensive tackles they have? Tweener guys.
That's the problem that I don't, and especially because you do have guys like Ali McNeil on
Mackay coming back
on the PUP list. You have Mackay on the PUP list right now. You have who else? There's someone else, another defensive tackle.
Well, Levi's
out for the season. Like it opens up a spot. Yeah, so maybe he does. Maybe he does make Josh Pascal as well. Josh Pascal.
Yep, Josh. Kind of that tweener. And they also signed a corner because of the injuries, which we'll get into in a minute. But they reached out locally and got a Michigan Panther, DJ Miller, officially signs with the Lions. They brought in another corner with a crazy name, actually, interesting name. They're signing some corners. They have injuries occurring.
Jeff, with all due respect, shout out to Michigan Panthers, shout out DJ Miller.
They're bodies.
The guy's going to be off the team in the next couple of weeks.
They're basically essentially.
As soon as someone's healthy again, he's off.
Yeah,
that was nice of you to give DJ Miller his.
Give him some love. I mean,
I appreciate you pulling that up, Jeff. That was a waste of time. Appreciate you bringing that up.
Okay, well, hold on. Can we give credit to who's on the roster? Rocky Sin. They played him a little bit at safety today. I think yesterday as well. They're trying him out in different spots. I love their CB3 spot. I do. And I think he honestly he's outplayed Ennis Rakestraw. Even if Ennis was healthy, like he's their CB3. If you're going outside corners, I don't know if you put a Meek in there, but CB3 true outside corner. Rocky Sin was doing some things in that preseason game. I don't think he has to
Yeah.
really play at all. You kind of know what you're getting from him. They played him a little bit at safety. They have Maddox who can play everything, nickel,
Yeah.
safety, outside corner. Rockerson's kind of in the same thing. I don't think you can play inside, but he can play outside and a little bit of safety. I will say, I don't care who they sign at corner. I like who they have in the first 3 corners. And Ennis would be kind of the bonus, but he unfortunately went down. But I'm excited I think Rockerson's a solid. I mean, Dan talked about him today, said they love him. Comes to work, brings it, consistent, and he's physical, very physical.
I think too, like a big thing with Rocky Sin, obviously we're going to talk here in a sec, but with the Dan Jackson information today, can we bring that up?
Yeah, let me get
before
that
we do the end of stuff, because this, I think it all. Honestly, I think if people don't know, the Dan Jackson news today, I think ties in with Rocky Sin playing at safety, Jeff. And obviously, yesterday I think is when there were some more reports. Dan Jackson gets hurt yesterday, and then there's reports of Rocky Sin playing more safety. So I don't know if it kind of intertwines there a little bit or what was going on with that. But obviously, I think the good thing is you have Avante Maddox, who's very versatile, can probably play corner, nickel, safety. You have Rocky Sin now, can play safety, nickel, corner. They're pretty versatile. You know how they like kind of the tweeners on the D line? That's something maybe they should have looked at earlier with some of these DBs, guys that can play, more positions. I think they try to do it with Emmanuel Mosley. He can only really go nickel and corner. He wasn't really back there playing a Kirby position or things like that. But now you have a couple guys who can do that. But it is disappointing, the news here. I think that, Jeff, I really think that intertwines with each other. I think the reason Rocky Sin's going to end up being like, hey, do not play him the rest of the preseason. Let him run at safety. And I know you have guys like Eric Hallett. You have a couple of these guys,
Ian Kenley,
but Lauren Strickland. You have all these different dudes that are competing for a job. When you see a guy like Rocky Sin, and then today the Ennis Rakestraw information comes out, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit in the next segment. But I think the biggest one of it's Dan Jackson was going to make this team. Like they talked about how good he was on special teams, and then it comes out. Can I just say it? Dan Jackson, for the people who don't know, out for the season. He essentially out for the season. He got put on IR. He didn't get put on the PUP list, nothing. Essentially, he's going to be out for the season. There's some circumstances, I think, to get around it if need be. And they said they're looking at different things to try and get him back and see if there is something.
But if it's a leg injury, it's probably.
Yeah. It's yesterday. It sounded like I don't think he confirmed today the exact.
My guess, no information. It probably ACL, When you say leg and he's out for the year, it's either he broke something or he has an ACL, probably.
Well, I don't think they confirmed. Okay, so this is the thing, Jeff. I don't think they completely said, hey, he's out for the season. I just think during training camp, I believe it's, I could be wrong, but I saw a lot of people, like the doc reported it, said he's out for the season. I think that's based off of when in training camp, when you get thrown on the IR, that means you're done for the year, because you could get thrown on the PUP list. And that's 4 or 5 weeks. So obviously they think it's a long-term injury that keeps him out for the season. But obviously they're going out to get more. It sucks for him too, because I was pumped up to see Dan Jackson, dude. I don't know about you. I was excited to see this guy go out there and ball.
Yeah, I was too. It's unfortunate. I mean, it sucks for him. He's a 7th round pick, and it opens up a spot for another safety. Maybe they use Rocky Sin there. I don't know, or they bring in one of these other safeties. And Dan Campbell spoke about it. Let's hear what he had to say about Dan Jackson.
I saw Dan Jackson landed on injured reserve today. Just wondering prognosis for him and timeline. Obviously,
Yeah, it doesn't look good. That's another one we're still, we're sending this out to a few more places. But it's, it looks like he's going to be down for a while.
Yep. There you go. Dan Jackson, the rookie, 7th round pick out of Georgia. That sucks. That sucks for him, man. It's tough, especially for a rookie. I mean, Jay-Z says Kenley has a better chance to make the roster. There's going to be competition there. They're going to have to keep one of these guys. I mean, they have Norris, Kenley. You mentioned Strickland, obviously Hallett, the second, can play nickel. They might like his versatility too, but it opens up one of these guys making it. I know they like Rocky Sin at safety, but they need another guy who plays safety to play special team. They need one of these guys to play. So we'll see what happens there. But they
By the way,
no, go on.
I just totally realized in our prep, a little behind the scenes action, I definitely linked for the Dan Jackson thing. I definitely linked the Ennis Rakestraw video for you. That's on me. I don't know where you got that video.
I got it off Detroit Lions Twitter.
Oh, okay.
I sought it out.
All right. See, that's why you're a pro, man. I just like looked at it and I was like, because I knew the next segment's Ennis, and I was like, what did I do there? Sorry, behind the scenes thing there.
No, you're all good. Yeah, well,
no, but I think it's a big hit though. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, it sucks, man. I mean, I was looking forward to seeing him on special teams. I mean, they talked about another big injury, and it's Ennis Rakestraw, which Dan confirmed it's a shoulder injury, which is pretty brutal. I mean, he's dealt with it's. You know what's unfortunate is every time Ennis has been injured recently, it's been different injuries. Like he had the chest injury, now he has a shoulder injury. I can't remember what he had. Another one. It might have been a shoulder. I don't remember off the top of my head. But he's injured again. I know coming out of college, I think it was like a hip or something. Maybe not a hip. It was something. Hamstring. Can't remember what it was. But I know coming out of Missouri, he was dealing with an injury. Which
I think
why
he has
fell.
had a hip situation as well.
So there was something. I can't remember what it is. But coming out of Missouri, he was dealing with something, which is why he slid in the draft. And then he's just kind of been injured. I mean, last year, Jay-Z said it was a hamstring. Again, I don't remember what it was during the season. I know he was hurt during the year. And then now he's starting the year with injuries. Like it's like, let's just keep it a stack here. They're not his fault. I will say that. And it's not like Ennis wants to be injured. I'm not insinuating that. But when a player is injured, like at some point and they keep getting injured, you can say it's bad luck. It's the same thing we have with Marcus Davenport. Like Marcus Davenport got hurt in week 3 last year. And people are like, well, it was a crazy, like one-off injury. He's had 15 of those in the last 5 years. I mean, it's just people who just consistently get one-off injuries. You're injury.
Yeah,
you
that's why I hate when people say that. Like, it's not his fault. Like you said, it's not his fault. Well, no, it's not his fault, but there are just players who they always are getting injured, and it's just their body. It's maybe the way they approach things. It's just, it's unlucky. That's what literally the definition of injury prone is you just keep getting injured. No one's ever, like when you say that, Jeff, like he's not trying to get it. No one in the world is trying to ever get injured. So there's no blame on Ennis. And that's why I think this whole thing sucks a little bit, because now it's one of those things where this is something that Ennis is going to have to kind of live with in his career until he puts a couple seasons back to back together. Mm-hmm. It's like, man, we need you healthy, because we have talked about, Jeff, all off season long. How much does Ennis Rakestraw have to prove? Like Dan Campbell in the owners' meetings when we had pulled that video up a couple months ago, Dan was like, hey, for that corner position, one of the biggest jumps is your year 1 to year 2. And he brought up specifically to Terrion Arnold and Ennis Rakestraw, like specifically brought Ennis Rakestraw up and how excited he was to see him compete this year. Training camp, go out there and do what he does. You just don't get to see it now. Like essentially, obviously there's no like confirmed, maybe something else happens to where he could be back week 1, who knows, but it sounds like it's a long-term thing and that he's going to be out a couple weeks. And it's one of those things where it's just, I hate to say this. I see this is why it's such a bad business we're in sometimes, Jeff, because this isn't at the player. It's not at the person, but like Brad Holmes is drafting and just bringing in injured guys constantly. Emmanuel Mosley, like new coming off an injury, gets injured again. Davenport, constantly injured. You draft a Levi O, constantly injured. Had the back issue, constantly injured. And I know it's different things, but like one thing leads to the next, and then to the next. And then Ennis Rakestraw, constantly injured. So I do think like it's hindsight, definitely looking back. But what did we and you have? What let me ask you this, Jeff, because this is a full circle moment for you and I at least. What was the one knock that we had on Ennis Rakestraw when coming out of the draft? Me and you, everyone said that's a first round guy. We had Scott Bischoff on first round. I don't know if Scott said it, but we had a couple draft people on first round guy on this Rakestraw. But our one knock, what was it that we kept bringing up?
Well, he has a good amount of injuries in college. I mean, he did.
That we literally talked about that constantly during the draft process with Ennis Rakestraw. Constantly.
I believe, to be honest, like if I want, I just wanted to make sure I had the information before I start talking about it. So he tore his ACL in 2021. He was a sideline for a majority of the year, and then I think his senior year, I can't remember if it was senior or junior, but I know coming out he was he didn't play. He wasn't he made plays. but he was hindered by another injury. And then
It was just constant.
In his rookie year, I have it here. His rookie year, he had an ankle injury that limited him in training camp and early on in the season. Then he had a hamstring injury week 2 in warmups. So he had the ankle injury he was nursing. He got back week 2, pulled his hamstring before the game in week 2. And then he was on IR. And then he had core muscle surgery in the spring, which impacted his training camp availability. All right. And then this year, he's already had the chest contusion, and then he just had a shoulder injury. So he's had, a handful of longer-term injuries, and he already came out of college with long-term injuries. Or had,
that was the issue that we had coming out of the draft was, hey, we do not want him in the first round because of the injury issues. Like, that's something you do not want to link yourself with. And we were like, okay, we can convince ourselves in the second round it's not as valuable of a pick. Still a pretty valuable pick. And you're in year 2 with the second round guy. You've gotten essentially nothing out of him, right? And if you go into this year and this is a long-term injury, even if he comes back, Jeff, like what is his impact on the team going to be right away? Special teams?
Oh, missing all this time? Yeah, no. Yeah,
no. Like, you think right away they're going to be like, Dan's going to be like, throw him out there at corner. Like, no. Like,
no way.
You expected a second-round guy to come in and compete for a starting job in year 2, year 3. It's like, yes, it's not year 1 like a Terrion. Eventually, you're like, hey, this guy, you're a second-round dude. That's a Sam Laporta, a Brian Branch in the second round. It's just...
let me say this. We're going to go down this road again, but we're going to just have to do it. Like, I think, I don't know what it is with Brad. I don't know if he's got a kink for injured players. He's got something with the injured players, man. I don't know what it is. It's not just drafting, by the way. He's actually said it before. And I think it was in an interview, and he said, because Brad was in a really bad, severe car crash. Remember that? He told that story, and then he ended up like kind of rehabbing from it and bouncing back from it. And so he looks at players that have dealt with injuries as kind of like forgotten about. And he's like, well, I could get them at a discounted price, and the payoff would be enormous because it's like their stock is all-time low because of injuries. But I think what Brad, and this is like the one thing, again, he's human. He's an excellent GM. He's one of the best. But the side where it's like, okay, Brad, can we just have a conversation here? If a guy is injured, often, usually they stay injured. Often. It's kind of like Cooper Kupp over the last couple of years. He's been injured often. What is he going to do in Seattle? All of a sudden stay healthy and play every single game?
Probably going to be injured. I bet you he's already had his injury.
He's going to be injured. It's just how it goes, man. It's how it goes. And obviously, the older you get, it gets harder to stay healthy. But we've seen this with Davenport. We saw this with Levi coming out. We've seen this with Josh Pascal. We've seen this with Ennis Rakestraw. I'm thinking of there's more names I can't think of. The chat can help me out. Guys that have dealt with injury that Brad has acquired, or America's Davenport.
Mosley, Levi
Mosley. There's more that I can't think of. But the point is, Brad, we can't be completely shocked by Ennis dealing with another injury. We just can't. Like, I'm not shocked at all. I don't think anyone in this chat, we have a very intelligent chat. You've been covering the Lions, Boone, for a while. There's no way you're surprised by this. Like,
I knew this was going to happen.
You know what I mean?
Dude, and like, perfect analogy of this, I was thinking about this, Jeff. Imagine, okay, say I owned an enterprise, right? No pun I know Brad worked at an enterprise.
Oh, that's true.
And maybe he should have learned from this. If you own an enterprise, Jeff, and you're trying to give cars to clients, right? You're buying cars for your business. Are you going to go out there and buy like, hey, I can get a great deal on this car with 250,000 miles that is broken down 10 times, and I can only get it for 2,000, but I can I can get a lot of those cars. Or it's like, hey, I can spend double the price and get a car that's never broken down before, has half of the miles, and it's going to be reliable. Brad is shown to be at times, not all the time, but at times where it could hurt you, he has shown to buy the cheap cars that are at a discounted price, right? And like hope that, hey, this car is going to get us through where we need to go. That's not always the case. And I would have to say, in my opinion, it hasn't worked more often than it's worked.
I
don't know if he's brought in one of these discounted players that get injured and you get at a cheap price because of a discount. and that they've worked out. I don't know if they have. Like Levi O, even like this last offseason, Jeff, I specifically said it. Hey, like Levi O was getting better. Could you have, for the price of Levi or maybe a couple million more, went out and got one of the higher or the mid-level edge rushers and D linemen? Yes, you could have. But what did he do? He goes, hey, he looked good. Levi O looked good. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to keep him here on a discount. What happened? Man gets hurt out for the season. And it's like, what are we doing here? Like, what Marcus Davenport last year? Hey, man, like, just such a high upside. Like, we really love what he brings to the table when he's healthy. I get it. Man just had bad luck. He's had bad luck, man. Or no, maybe he's just injury prone. And then they signed him, and guess what? Week 3, out for the season. And all training camp last year, guess what we heard? He looks the best he's ever looked. He's in the greatest shape of his life. Gets hurt. This year, guess what we're hearing about Marcus Davenport? Greatest shape of his life.
Like, here's
deja vu, man.
Can I? And it's by the way, CD Deuce. He was injured. They signed him on a 1-year flyer.
Injured for the season.
Yeah. But anyway, it's just comical. Cody, you missed the whole point, bro.
He said that was sarcasm.
I don't know. I hope so. So we should not extend Hutch since he's been injured twice and has an injury. Like, I hope he. Oh, that's sarcasm. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I know you're smarter than that, Cody.
There's definitely exceptions, but let's be honest. Like,
I know you're. Yeah, he's at least displayed. He'll play in pretty much every game his first 2 years. Okay, so when he gets hurt, you're willing to give him grace. You know, it's just it's a common theme. I get it. I understand it at times. Like if you already have like, and this is I'm going to make it a scenario where people would understand it. If you already have Zadarius Smith, and then you sign a 1-year deal to some flyer like Marcus Davenport, then it looks a lot better because it's like, well, that guy, we're taking a flyer. We don't really need him, but if he helps us, great. You're putting your chips into you're putting your chips into guys that are hurt a lot. It's like Marcus Davenport's your DN2. We don't really know what's after that, but it's like we bank on him staying healthy. It's like, or you're using high picks on guys that don't stay healthy.
I mean, even any picks, dude. I just thought of this. Mekhi Wingo. Mekhi Wingo was hurt at LSU. Didn't play almost the whole season. Comes back towards the end. Plays. Rookie season, out for season. Now starting training camp. Obviously still out for season. It's such a.
And by the way, we're not.
There are steals, but
and we're not saying that you won't have bad luck. Obviously, every GM deals with injured players, but it seems like it's a common theme with Brad where I bet Brad, man. That guy's got a great heart, man. He's got a good heart. He does not lose faith in people, man. Like I would love to be a friend of his.
Oh, dude,
you'd be
one of the best humans, I'm sure.
Yeah, like I would love to be a friend of Brad Holmes. I mean, I'm over here. I'm a good friend of Brad. I'm doing bad in life, man. I'm doing drugs. I'm not. Brad will stick right by me. He'll be like, hey, I'm not giving up on you. Even though everyone's like, dude, you got to drop that friend. He keeps asking you for money. All right, he's not doing anything for you. He's not providing any value in your life. But Brad's like, nope, I'm not giving up on this guy, man. That's how I think
it's Dan. I think it's a mixture of Brad and Dan together. Because when you hear Dan talk about some of these guys, like they like just both of them just like ooze such a good person. Like, man, it's just oh man, we love him as our human. Like it's like
great people skills, man. Like, and I'm not saying Brad, obviously he's an excellent GM, but I'm joking with that. But for whatever reason, he just he really has faith in some. Like, did he bring Emmanuel Mosley back or no? Not this past season, but maybe was that a 1-year thing? I think it was.
No, yeah, last year when he was hurt, he brought him back, and they were like, "He's just such a good guy."
Yeah, dude.
And then he came in. He came into training camp. He had like 2 good training camp practices, and then he tore his pec, and he was out for the year.
Okay, yeah,
it's literally, dude. It's just like guys that they bring in off these discounts. And listen, there are probably other GMs that do this, and it works out for. And maybe Brad just has the worst luck of the guys that he picks that are injured. And we're like, dude, you're like 0 for 10 on injured players you bring in. It's not that any of them don't perform. Dude. The crazy thing is, it's not that any of them just don't produce. Some of these guys, I'm sure, around the league go and play and don't produce. These guys just get hurt again. It's not even like a situation where these guys just aren't good. Like, hey, we're gonna go for their upside. They play. They don't play. They just don't play. They don't make it to the game.
No, they don't. They don't play. It's not a talent issue. Like I bet Ennis, I think Ennis with a lot of reps could be decent. The dude's just not available. Like it's like.
Do you think? Okay. Full circle moment again. Do you think that's a reason why we had 20 guys on IR last year? Is because we're relying on so many guys that have injury issues? Are we Are we fine? Are we coming? Is this a light bulb moment for the boys? We're like, wait a second. There's a reason we have 20. It's not the medical staff. Everyone we bring in is just an injury-prone player. We have 20 guys on the IR.
No, well, I think it starts at first with the guys that are injured that drop like flies, and then it spreads like a bug. It's like a disease. It's like all these guys start dropping to injury, and then now guys that don't get injured. It's like, what's going on? All right. What the
People
hell's going on?
hate hearing this from us right now.
Well, we're messing around, but it is. I think it is like Brad's. We've been saying this. People agree with it. I don't think it's a hot take to be like Brad loves guys that are injured. I don't know why. And it keeps ending the same way. It's like I say it all the time. It's the duck analogy, man. They're quacking. They're quacking like one. All right. They're moving like one. It's probably a duck. All right. These guys are injured. They keep getting injured. They'll probably stay injured. That's probably a safe assumption. All right.
I can't believe Ennis Rakeshaw's injured again, man. I genuinely, Jeff, it
sucks for him, dude. It sucks.
It does. It sucks, but it's just at the same time, it's just, dude, we pumped him up all off season. I thought he was going to have a chance to compete for a job. I didn't even cross my mind the guy to get injured. That should have been the first thing that crossed my mind. Can you stay healthy?
Yeah, it's wait, there was a comment I wanted to bring up that I can't Okay, we're not going to go this far. All right, Full Sleep Farms. He said you guys are finally coming around. Holmes is an average GM who hit on some early picks and got lucky in a few late.
That's just wrong. He's drafted in 4 or 5 drafts, and every one he's found gems and very good players, starters.
Yeah, I don't want to turn this into that's the thing we won't do today. We can't come at Brad for his ability to identify talent.
No.
He might associate himself with players that are injured a lot. But we can't.
Seriously, last year, Mekhi Wingo was supposed to be potentially a piece. I know it was later in the draft. He was going to be that was going to be a steal of the draft. A guy in college injured all the time, gets injured, and can't have him can't rely on him.
This kind of people are effing parrots. They repeat what you just said, Jeff, and I did not say that. You got to get if Full Slate Farms is repeating what I said, you better make sure you have 2 ears on your head. What do I say to you, Boone? What did God give you?
2 ears,
1 mouth for a reason. You got to listen.
Don't worry. Sometimes Jeff doesn't listen too, so I let him know as well.
But it's a fair, and I'll be like, you know what? That's fair. I'm not coming at Brad's GM ability when it comes to running and operating a franchise and building a team. He falls in love with hurt players. That is a fact. And it ends the same way. Pretty much every time. So yeah, at least
he falls in love with people on the human side of aspects, right? That's what it feels like to me, Jeff. And Dan both. That you hear how them talk about people. How often do you hear them move on from these guys and take that next? You don't, because they just we want to keep everyone here. We love everyone. Everyone's such a good person.
Yeah, he
did it with Emmanuel Mosley last year. We didn't even need let him go, let him walk. No, let's just pay some money just to do it, man. Let's see what he get hurt.
Yeah, he did. Who that is true. He did let Iffy leave.
One guy, good call. MC3, one player out of hundreds throughout the last few seasons.
And yeah, it's just the reality, man.
Maybe he got paid a little bit, I think, too.
And here's what Dan had to say. I want to play the clip. Dan talked about Ennis's injury. Let's listen to Dan Campbell.
Is there an early assessment of the long-term or potential short-term nature of what he's dealing with?
Tough to say. It's a shoulder. I think it's going to be a while at best. I think it's going to be a while.
Yeah. Dan was not. Dan's like, damn, man. We just can't.
You okay over there, dude?
It just hopefully.
I thought you were about to die. I thought you were.
And hopefully everything works out for him. I really do. I want to tell everyone about the sponsor of the show before we move on here, and that is our good friends over at Comer and Cross. So allow me to tell you about them because they have their one-day installation with concrete floor coatings, garages, basements, patios. Let me tell you all about them. You need to call the number, first off, 248-834-3488. And I know you are tired of staring at your crack-stained garage floor. So right now, during Comer and Cross's summer installation sale, they're offering 12 months, same as cash, or $500 in savings. They'll repair your cracks and pits before applying your stunning new floor, guaranteed. Comer & Cross concrete floors never chip, crack, or peel like epoxy or paint. So call the number, 248-834-3488, or book your free estimate at comercross.com. Tell me friends over at Crunch Time Sports sent you. One of the best in the business, Comer & Cross. Let's get back to the show here because we have more to get to. All right, Boone. We have updates regarding the preseason game on Friday. All right. They're facing the Atlanta Falcons. And Michael, can Comer and Cross play safety? Potentially. Concrete. That's what they are in a lineup. Absolutely concrete. They're glue guys. That's what they are. So yes, I hope they can play safety. Let's. By the way, the doc. I'll put that up. Doc has live. Live tweeting from the.
No, it's I put the. Did I put the link? No, I didn't. It's on his website. If you go to his website, Jeff, Detroit Lions and SI, he's essentially just giving live updates of the practice tonight. I think it's over by now, but
all right, let's
kind of an idea of what happened today at practice and some things that are going on.
So they have live updates of practice. I did not know that. So
I follow this all along. You can go earlier.
Timestamps. I mean, this is crazy.
Can you go down a little bit? What time does it start at? Other way. Oh, it goes. Oh, this guy doesn't know his directions.
Well, usually it's.
There we go. Doc does it in reverse, man.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, here we go again with this stuff. So we talked about the Ennis stuff. It says here 6:25 early one-on-one drills. Marcus Davenport knocked off Jamarco Jones' helmet. And Aiden got the best of Penei Sewell again.
People keep saying, Jeff, that, and I keep getting this question tweeted at me, is Penei Sewell looking bad? Like, is it a Penei Sewell problem? I could guarantee you it's not a Penei Sewell problem. This guy ain't dude. What?
I think he's just a problem.
Honestly. Aiden Hutchinson's on a different level. When I said it a week or two ago, after we saw Hutch in person, Jeff, 2 practices, and we got to see that battle happen. When I came on this show last week and said Aiden Hutchinson is the best defensive player in the NFL, I didn't just say that just because, like, hey, I watched the Lions. I said that because I believe it. I truly believe Aiden Hutchinson is the best defensive player in the NFL right now. And that's, like, without a doubt. And seeing him being able to just manhandle a guy like Penei Sewell, and it's like, hey, Penei Sewell didn't get worse. He's only getting better. That tells a lot with Aiden Hutchinson. That tells you a lot. Because we've seen Penei Sewell versus Micah Parsons. We've seen him versus Nick and Joey Bosa. And we have never seen him get manhandled by anyone. And Aiden Hutchinson is doing it. So...
Well, like this comment, like, man, what if Penei needed Zeitler? Like, no.
Penei was good before Zeitler, after Zeitler, during Zeitler. Yeah, that man was born when he was good when he was born. What are we talking about?
He came out the truth. No, he came out the womb the truth. That's what Penei Sewell is. I mean, we're talking about number one. We're talking about one-on-one drills. We're not talking about as an offensive line. Zeitler helps, yes, but one-on-one drills. Penei's a dominant. You know, he's just a dominant force, and Aiden's just been getting him, man. You know, and sometimes. Even though this doesn't really work because Aiden's getting them a lot, but usually when you're going against familiar faces, it helps because you kind of know it does. Obviously, when Penei's facing Micah Parsons hasn't it's kind of new for him. Obviously, these guys go at it all the time, which should help Penei, to be honest, because he should kind of know like what Hutch is going to do, at least to some extent, and he's still getting them. So, yeah.
No, Penei is. It's a battle that you've seen all training camp, man. And me and you got to see it firsthand last week.
And I believe, and I know for a fact, Penei's getting him on some reps. I don't think it's
for
it's
sure.
Not like Hutch is just whooping his ass, but because they're definitely going back and forth. We've seen clips of both, but it is interesting to see that. Doc writes, what is this? Jared at 6:32. Jared Goff and Jameson weren't able to connect on a deep pass. Goff underthrowing Williams. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing by putting that out there. He knows what he's doing. like an incompletion, Doc? You had to put that in your updates. I mean, we know what you're doing, Doc. Come on, underthrows Williams.
He tweeted that out like right away as well. I saw.
Is the stream is this YouTube? I'm gonna slap.
Well,
YouTube
dude, you got to. I'm just gonna say how it is. You just keep throwing us on Twitch. I think it slows us down. I think it slows the YouTube down. I like how you're trying to be a little fancy here, and there's some people, but that watch on Twitch.
Okay,
Every time you throw us on
we
Twitch.
were doing it for 3 months, like 2 months now.
Yeah, but the last like 3 or 4 times we've had lagging, and it's been on Twitch.
Are we good now? Hopefully
I think we're good. ETN says the stream's fine, so it could have just been on his end.
But yeah, Doc, you know what you're doing by tweeting this out. All right, golf underthrow.
Yeah,
we know what you're
man knows what he's doing.
All right, we know what you're doing. So I'm just gonna write that there. All right. Next update for Doc, he writes here is Vaki showed off some of his speed on a kick return drill. Nice to see Vaki back.
Let's go, Vaki.
Hopefully we get him more involved. I want to see Vaki in preseason, to be honest with you. So hopefully we get to see more of that.
Jameer Gibbs is running well in team drills. Was he hurt? Why is the doc saying that? Like
he just looks good. He looks fast.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why else he would probably say that. So
next one.
Yeah, that's fine. Vaki hopefully plays in the preseason. Next thing Doc writes here. Okay. Hendon Hooker appeared to wait just a tick too long on a throw to Laporta. Pass was complete, but the timing of the pass led Laporta taking a big hit from linebacker Grant Stewart.
Shout out Grant Stewart.
Yeah.
But that's tough. Tough to hear.
Yeah, I mean, Grant Stewart's it's a big man. It's intimidating dude right there.
It's a playmaker.
So, yeah, he's been making some plays. So at least I see pass was complete. That's a sign of moving in the right direction here. That's all I need.
Yeah, yeah. He almost got our top 3 tight end in the NFL injured.
Well,
in the process,
it shows up in the stat sheet as complete. So that's what
asterisks. Killed your star tight end.
Well, 12 minutes later, Jared Goff threw an interception to Alex Anzalone.
All right. Did you want something? Oh, the Jared Goff stuff again. No, I'm sure Jared. Fair. You know what it sounds like from the doc, and I'm going to text him tonight.
No, that one
sounds like the Jared Goff just never had a completion today.
Yeah. Well, hold on. That one's.
I puts a Hendon Hooker completion in there, and no Jared Goff one.
Because Alex Anzalone getting a pick, anyone getting a pick's worthy of putting in there. So I get that. The one I didn't get is the underthrow. Come on, Doc. Underthrow. Do we need to know that? I mean,
he knows what he's doing. He knows
what he's doing.
Come on now.
7:31, rookie wide receiver Isaac Tesla threw a big block to help Tom Kennedy score a touchdown. I love that. That's information I want to know right there.
Tesla, he's the blocker. That guy, he gets down and dirty. That is confirmed.
Hey, Steele said Goff's not having his best camp. I mean, the offense in general is not having the.
They're learning, man. It's a new OC. They're trying to get this thing down.
It's not even like you can call it a golf thing. It's been an offense thing. I mean, we went out to practice and watched the first scrimmage. Like it wasn't pretty on offense.
Hey, I did say, Jeff.
The O-line, I'm talking everything.
Hey,
it was just not
new
pretty.
dad. Is he getting up with the baby at night? I hope not.
Oh,
I hope not. Hey, that was one of my biggest worries when he became a father. Just, hey, sleep in a separate room and hope Kristen is the one getting up with the baby, or they have like a nanny or something. But I don't want QB1 during camp having to get up with the baby at night. Get your sleep.
Well, I was told dad strength. So why is he underthrowing Jameson Williams?
Yeah, but not getting dad strength comes with getting sleep. I don't like the fact that if he's not getting sleep because he has a baby.
Dad's in the chat. How often you all sleeping? All right. No one's sleeping.
I sleep all the time.
No, these dads, none of these dads sleep. All right?
I do.
Well, you're not a dad.
You're my son.
Okay.
Oh, that was a good setup. That was a great setup, dude. Come on now. That was an unbelievable setup. All right.
No, that's strike one. No dads are getting any sleep. So Jared Goff should have dad strength. I don't get it. I really don't. Ronnie Bell's mentioned 7:38. Ronnie Bell has made an impact with the third team offense with back-to-back grabs on passes.
There we go, Ronnie. Kyle Allen, back-to-back completions. We only got one from Hendon Hooker in the doc update.
Yeah, the look at this. Jacob Sailors caps off knife. I don't even know who's Sailors. He's the running back they signed from the UFL. That's what it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, they mentioned DJ Miller, but that's all I think he talked. Yeah, that's really it. Also, Taron Arnold, by the way, I didn't mention it, but he's nursing a hamstring injury. Doc kind of mentions it here. So hamstring injury. He's not going to be out a long time, but
They said short term, which is fine. I don't think it was. Wait a second. Oh yeah, hamstring, calf, and then hamstring. Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Got it.
yeah,
Noted.
that's fine. It hasn't been bad. They'll take that.
Doc, great updates. I wanted to see some more Jared Goff positive there, personally. I want to know today how Jared Goff did. That's all.
He didn't have a single completion.
Yeah, how did Jared Goff play today? Is there somewhere we can go to get more Jared Goff updates?
He didn't have a single completion today. And he threw a pick. So
I'm looking right now on Twitter.
No, I'm
Anything?
kidding. I don't know.
Doc actually put out his players that impressed today. Could you guess who they were, Jeff?
Is Hendon Hooker on there?
Hendon Hooker is not on there.
All right, I'll start pulling out names. Amon-Ra St. Brown,
Nope.
Sam Laporta,
Nope.
uh,
I'll give you a hint. Two
Alex
running
Anzalone?
backs. Alex Anzalone, yes, he's one
Jahmyr
of
Gibbs.
the five. Jahmyr Gibbs, yes, he is the other. He is one of the five. You have 2 out of 5.
Aiden Hutchinson,
He is not on there. There's 2 running backs. You already named one.
Sailors,
Jacob Sailors. 2 more. Defense, both defense.
DJ Reed,
No. Close, but no.
Rocky Sin,
Close, but no.
Maddox,
Close, but no.
Amik?
Amik.
Oh,
And there's one more a position you already said.
Davenport.
You didn't say a
I said edge. I said
no.
Aiden.
No, I'm saying that a position that was already on the list.
Oh, Kyle Allen. Oh
No,
no, you didn't have a
there's no
quarterback.
quarterback on the list.
It's not running back.
I almost hit you with the bub there.
Oh, Grant Stewart,
No,
Kirby Joseph.
close. No,
I don't know. Tell me the player is.
Jack Campbell, bro.
Oh, both linebackers.
Both linebackers.
Oh, that's great. So Jack.
That was a
Campbell
fun
and-
game. I enjoyed that one.
So Alex Anzalone and Jack Campbell both had good days today.
Yeah, which is good to hear. That actually is a really positive out of the day to see that both of them on the field.
Damn.
I did see here Colton Pouncey tweeted out Lions wide receiver Isaac Tesla had a violent block on Nick Whiteside, shout out Saginaw Valley, in the end zone, paving the way for a Tom Kennedy touchdown. You could hear it from Grand Rapids. Offense was more pumped about the block than the tight end. Scotty Montgomery loved it. Tesla was fired up. This guy is different, Jeff. He's gonna be. This guy's different.
Yeah,
We got a dog, dude.
No, he's
I
been
still don't
making
like
a lot
the
of plays.
million third-round picks we gave up for him. He's a dog,
He
though.
might be worth it though.
Yeah,
I
at
don't
the end
know.
of the day, once you start seeing a little
He
bit.
might be worth it. That dude's been making a ton of plays. He's. Should they play him Friday?
Yeah, dude, I want to see him a couple more times. He's not, he's still, in my opinion, like you still want to see a little bit more to take that or to have a chance to compete with Tim Patrick. I do think he does play, though. I don't think you have enough wide receivers for him not to.
You're probably right.
You do have a lot.
You are right. You are right because they have like five guys that are going to make the roster.
Yeah. So
Not
I mean,
including
he's
Tesla.
competing. Him, Dominic Lovett being out, if he is out with
Or-
the abdomen or whatever it is, that's going to be tough because he's still fighting for one of those final spots. Tesla is.
Well, with
know.
Lovett and Tesla, I think that's like 6 receivers. Because they have Tim Patrick, Khalif, Jamo, Ahmed-Ra, that's 4. And then assuming Isaac, that's 5. And then it's either like Lovett or Tom Kennedy or something. That could be 6. It's going to be Lovett, though. I think
Amon-Ra, Jamo,
Tim Patrick, Khalif,
Tim, Khalif.
and Lovett. I feel like Lovett has to
yeah.
make the roster. But they're going to keep 6 receivers.
I thought they usually keep 5, but I guess you can
Usually
always
they
do
do,
different.
but
6,
it's
yeah.
like, I don't know who they cut. I mean,
I don't know.
yeah, but you're right. They're not letting any of those top 4 play. So after that, you have Tesla, Lovett, who just got hurt. So you have Tesla, Meeks. I don't know. TK85.
He's not going to make it. He'll
But
be
that's what I'm
practice
saying.
squad.
Like, to play in preseason, to your point about
Yeah.
Isaac playing, he has to play probably. Like, they don't have
Yeah.
like.
And I mean, he doesn't have to play a
guys.
lot. Just give him, 20 snaps out there, a couple plays. I'm shocked. If I'm being honest, they went at him twice or 3 times because the one in the end zone, they just Kyle Allen should have never thrown. They need to get him some more looks. Like, they kept giving Dominic Lovett a lot of looks. Like, get Isaac Tesla a couple looks, and then if he makes plays, all right, then he's good to go. Like, you don't need to play him. But they need to have one of these games here in the next 2 or 3 weeks where they look at Isaac Tesla a lot. Like, they're giving him a good amount of looks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. AG's Burns says the guy never drops a ball.
No, I don't think he dropped one pass in college.
Yeah, he doesn't. He does not drop a ball. The guy's got magnet hands. That's a fact. And
Man,
he'll
that
be
pumps
catching
me up.
passes from Hendon Hooker, who's going to get the start this week, Boone. He's going to get the start. You know what Dan said? We're going to put a lot on him. We're going to put a lot on him this week. We're going to give him some run. So Hendon Hooker gets the start on Friday. It would be cool if they had Lovett and they had Tesla. I'd like to see those guys play. Obviously, Lovett, he's not going to play. Assuming he is I don't know what the abdominal injury is. He's probably going to play in a couple days. Isaac Tesla, assuming he plays. This is a big one. And I don't think I'm not saying that this game will clear up any of the bring a quarterback in rumors. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is for his development, you need to see in this environment, what the hell has Hendon Hooker been working on? All right. I want to see it on display because you bring this up all the time. And I talked about this earlier in a video I posted. You can bring up he doesn't have talent to work with. Oh, he has backup offensive linemen. He has backup receivers. He's going against backup everything on defense. So that goes both ways. He's going to have an opportunity. He's been playing with the twos in practice. So he's got run with these guys. He's got chemistry with these guys. I think this week is big for Hooker because last year in the preseason, technically it was his first year being healthy, first full offseason actually playing football since getting drafted. And he actually showed some nice things in preseason. Now we're a full year later with no injuries. So now he has another year under his belt with guys that he's played with and he's been able to build relationships with. He's been behind Goff. He's learned a lot more, been working with the same quarterback coach. There isn't any excuses for Friday.
Yeah.
To at least not show and I know Dan talked about the mental side, like getting play calls out, making sure guys are in the right spots, checking at the line of scrimmage. You know what I mean? Like figuring out that stuff, I understand. But in terms of like his play, there should not be anything we'll be able to bring up and be like, well, he didn't get a fair shake. He'll get a fair shake this week. So I'm excited to see him out there on Friday. I'm looking forward to it. Because Kyle Allen, and this is the difference. I'm not saying that Hendon Hooker's far better than him. But what I'm saying is at least Kyle Allen, he's a finished product, man. Like, I get it. He's not getting any better. He's just not. He is what he is. He's been in the league for a while. At least Hendon, it's like, what do you have to show us? Show the Lions, show Brad, show everyone else. So I'm looking forward to this Friday.
So people hate my opinion on the backup quarterback, which is fine. I'm content with that. I think right now, Jeff, and I don't be honest with you or no? Do you want honest, Boone? Okay.
Be honest.
Take away those, and I know those 2 passes from Kyle Allen were big, like those 2 interceptions, not good passes. Dan mentioned it as well in the press conference. Like you take those two interceptions away from Kyle Allen, and he actually played good. Like he didn't play terrible outside of those 2 interceptions, right? He made a couple passes to Dominic Lovett, the 2 passes to Isaac Tesla. Like outside of those 2 interceptions, he played a good half. I think for Hendon Hooker to still make the team and to want to be QB2 and say they don't, let's say this, say they don't go out and get a veteran quarterback, Jeff, and I know how much you probably disagree with this. Kyle Allen is going to be QB2 if he does what he did in that, not in that first half, but I know Kyle Allen's not going to throw those 2 interceptions and do what he did the next 3 games. I feel like Hendon Hooker, to your point, if he wants any chance of being QB2 and not getting cut and not being on the practice squad, he has to show you not just something, but a little above and beyond. That one, he can run the offense, and two, he can be a playmaker. Like he has to. He has to go out there this week, Jeff, in the first half and go out there and make plays. Don't just be average. Go show Dan and these guys like, hey, I can run this offense and I can do it at a high level. And I don't want people to say, well, has the second team out there doing it with him. I'm gonna keep throwing the reverse card out there, and he's playing the second team. He's playing the third team. He should be able to go out there. That's just like if he had the first team with him, he's playing the first team NFL, first team NFL defense. Yeah. You have to still go out there and play, and you have to be able to play against that defense. It's the same thing here in the preseason. He needs to go out there on Friday, and I'm telling you, Jeff, in that first half, I want to see a lot out of him. I really do, because outside of those two plays from Kyle Allen, people want to make a joke about he's trash. He doesn't look poised. He made throws. And I'm sure you're talking about the experience versus the inexperience and Hooker trying to still learn these offense in the NFL. Kyle Allen knows how the NFL works, and he knows offenses, and he knows that. That's the problem that I said with you that Hooker struggles with, is like pre-snap stuff. And it was good to hear Dan say, like, pre-snap, he had a few audibles, made a few decisions before pre-snap that looked good and felt good. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it's like there was just no playmaking in those moments. Like, how much did he play make? Didn't really at all. So for me to say, hey, no Q, I'm always going to be on the veteran guy, but say they don't do that, we're going to have a conversation on who we actually think is going to be QB2. Listen, I'm sitting here. If Hendon doesn't show you anything in the first half on Friday, out of default, you have to go Kyle Allen because he has the experience. Like, out of default. And I don't think people like to hear that. That's the realistic side of things. And I've seen Lions people write about it and actually in their depth charts put Kyle Allen at 2. Not depth charts, projections for the 53-man, and have Kyle Allen being the one making the team. And I think there are people who kind of had that same thought, like that football mind of he can at least run the offense, right? Like he can run it at a high level, and you don't have to worry about hiccups and pre-snap issues and play clocks and audible issues, anything like that. Like, that Kyle Allen can do that, and that's part of it, Jeff. You have to admit that is part of it, and that's 50% of being a quarterback. It really is.
Yeah, I don't really disagree with what you said. I think the thing with Kyle Allen is the only thing I will disagree with, and it's not even you, it's what Dan said. Like, because Dan said outside of those two mistakes, he played pretty well, or he played decent. That's the issue, is that Kyle Allen, I would agree with that if turnovers were uncharacteristic of Kyle Allen. He does that every year. He turns the ball over. He has as many turnovers as he does touchdown passes. So it's like, I would understand that if it's like, well, he doesn't really do that. He just had, some mistakes. It's like, that's what you're getting out of Kyle Allen, man.
He probably meant more so from his reps in training camp to the field.
I know that's what he meant, but I'm just speaking.
I see
out
what
loud.
you're saying, because I agree with you. He hits 16
like,
interceptions in a season.
Yeah, that's what he is. Unfortunately, like and we both agree they need to get better at quarterback behind Jared, because AG's burner. I agree with this comment 1,000%. He said, to me, it's irresponsible if you have this many weapons and this much payroll invested on offense and no contingency.
Agreed. I think that's been the point this whole time.
Yeah, they don't. And then you have the Browns have like 4 quarterbacks. They just signed Tyler Huntley.
Dude, I mean, have you looked at the contending team's backups quarterbacks? Have you seen them?
No.
Like,
read them off.
Every contending team, Mitchell Trubisky for the Buffalo Bills, the Ravens. I'm just going to pull it up here while I'm doing it. The Ravens, Cooper Rush, and people might want to make fun of Cooper Rush. No, Cooper Rush stepped in spots in Dallas and won football games. The Bengals. Remember Jake Browning, who stepped in for them and won some games.
Oh yeah, he's a good backup.
Philadelphia Eagles, Tanner McKee, who people make fun of Tanner McKee. That man can play. He stepped in multiple spots when Jalen Hurts went down. Maybe not multiple, but he can play. Like, I mean, if I'm taking Tanner McKee over Hooker, I just am that. And guess what? They drafted him a year or two ago.
Yeah, he could play.
Gardner Minshew with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Great backup.
Name a contender. The Rams, a contender, correct? Jimmy Garoppolo. Who else is a contender? The Bills. I already named the Bills.
Oh, sorry. You get to the Chiefs, Eagles, Rams. Who are the Commanders?
Commanders. Hold on, let me pull it up. Where are they at? There we go.
I don't think they're as a contender, but still a good team.
Marcus Mariota. Like, I don't know. That's why I was trying to. Every single contending team that they like the top that you're talking about, top 5 to 10 contenders in the NFL. It's not the fact that they just have a scrub at backup. They have a guy who has experience in the NFL. And you know what the point with that? Taylor Heineke in Minnesota. But you know what the point with that, Jeff, is? A lot of those guys, why aren't they playing anymore? A lot of turnovers, right? Like a lot of these guys, Mariota turns the ball over, right? Jimmy Garoppolo turns the ball over. A lot of these guys like turn the ball over, so they end up being backups. It's the same thing like with Kyle Allen, turns the ball over. The one big thing I think with the quarterback position, half of it comes down to pre-snap stuff, making sure your offense is just able to function. That's all. And then when you have a backup in, you let your playmakers be the playmakers. And that's, I think, the problem that Hendon Hooker runs into is just still trying in year 3. And people want to be like, well, it's technically year 2. He's been in the NFL for 3 years to where he's learning. Like that whole first year he's out, Jeff, what is he doing? You know what he's doing. What is he doing on the sideline? And what is he doing when he's rehabbing? Learning the playbook, learning everything pre-snap, mentally learning everything, watching film. So technically it's like year 3. That's the biggest thing as a backup quarterback, is to be able to come in and step in. And people are like, well, he's better in gun, or he's better, in shotgun. He's better in the. Again, if that's the case, okay, go to a different offense and play. You have to be able to run this offense as a backup quarterback at that level, or even just let it function. And that seems to be the issue at the moment.
Well,
because we know he has the talent. I don't think that's the issue.
Yeah, well, and people, I think there's some people that are misunderstanding the point you're making. No one's saying that if your friend, we have to reiterate this, but I thought some people would assume we're talking about this, but I'll reiterate it. If your quarterback goes down for the season, no matter who you are boned.
It's over.
You are boned. We are not arguing that Cooper Rush would save a franchise if their QB were to go out for the entire season. They are boned. I don't know if I made that. They are boned. All of these teams. If Mahomes goes down, they are boned. What we're saying is if Mahomes goes down for a game, 2 games, 3 games, Gardner Minshew is going to give them a chance to win those games, especially when you talk about division, AFC, like what ranking, looking at where teams will shape up at the end of the year when it comes to seeding. That's what we're talking about. ETN, thank you. Dak went out 5 weeks and Rush went 4-1. That's what the boys are talking about.
Yes.
People that are like, oh, well, if your starter goes down, you're screwed anyway. Yeah, obviously, bro. Obviously. It's not like you have Mahomes and backing him up's Josh Allen. Okay, obviously. But the point is, if Jared Goff goes down for 1, 2, 3 games, they don't have a chance. They don't. They don't have a chance.
You're going 0-3.
You're screwed.
You're going 0-3.
You are screwed. Like, I just want to make that. I have to just make that very clear for the. I saw some comments. People are like, "Oh, these guys don't get it. If your quarterback goes down, you're screwed." Obviously. But they do need to get better at backup. Marcus Mariota will give the Commanders a chance to win. He will give them a chance. They might not, but hell, they'll be in the game. That's what we're discussing. That's why we're talking about it.
Yeah.
It's like it's important.
I think it's a fair point too,
because
because
wants to talk about it, Boone, until it happens. Like it's
dude,
like,
you know how many times
doesn't matter. And then when Jared Goff goes down for 2 games, they're like, well, shit, we need a quarterback. It's like, yeah, obviously.
Do you know how many times I hear when we're having conversations about the backup quarterback, or it gets asked or it comes up, people just be like, who cares? Backups don't matter. That's the most it's the most pointless position in the league. That's you can't be wronger. Do you watch football? Are you that incompetent? It is not at all. You have to, if you are a contending team, you have to have an insurance policy. You have to. That's like those people who are like, I don't need car insurance. I'm going to drive around without it. And then they not even total their car. They get like something small wrong with their car, or they get rear-ended. And instead of just having insurance to cover it, guess what? They're having to pay $5,000, $10,000. And they're like, well, I don't have to pay for a new car, but man, I wish I just had a small insurance policy just to help me get through that small time. That's it. So come on now. Like, it is definitely something you need. If Jared Goff, knock on wood, gets you know how much the hits that this guy takes. What if there's a concussion for a game, and you're going into the Vikings game and you're competing for NFC North, and you need someone to go in there and just be competent. And like I said, backups aren't going to go win you games, and they're not going to be the reason why. But they need to be able to put you in a position and put your weapons in that game in a position to win.
And if you believe Kyle Allen has displayed that, or Hendon Hooker has shown that, coming from the biggest Hendon Hooker defender there is, no. That's why I'm excited to see him grow in the preseason, but it doesn't change the fact of what we've seen so far. And I think the only answer I have as to why they haven't acquired somebody is because they either have so much faith in Hendon Hooker or Kyle Allen. I don't know. I mean, Dan and Brad always talk about they always want a competition. They always want to upgrade positions. Obviously, that's important. But it's just, the quarterback they must feel really confident in what they have. I guess. They
honestly, I don't think they do. I don't think they do.
The way they would have addressed it in free agency.
Yeah, but I think Dan going into training camp, maybe they felt good about it. But then I think after the first few weeks, maybe they were like, okay, this is going well. That first preseason game, I know it's like, hey, it's the first one, don't overreact. But the comments of Dan after being like, hey, your jobs are on the line. Like, he straight up essentially said, not verbatim, but he essentially said, hey, if you're going to throw interceptions, if you're going to have turnovers, you need to play clean football to be the quarterback of this team. If you want to be on this team as a quarterback. And I felt like that might have been not a small turning point with Dan and Hendon Hooker and Kyle Allen of, hey, you have 3 games to prove to us that if we need you, you can step up. That was a feeling I got from Dan. And if they don't, I genuinely think they're going to go get a vet, and Dan's going to go to Brad and say, we need someone at this position. We're not good here.
Well, we'll move on after that. I want to address this because I think this is a good discussion. I think it's important. And I think Cartier, I agree with this. And this is where me and you disagree. I think Hendon Hooker can be a QB2 in the league, but that is faith. There is nothing that I have concrete to show even Booner, who would be skeptical, to be like, hey, this is why Hendon Hooker is going to be an elite QB2. We haven't seen it. So what I think they should do is they need a fallback option if Hendon Hooker does not end up being a quality QB2. And the fallback option is someone that has as many turnovers as touchdowns. So we gotta do better here, and hopefully they do that. But we'll see. Pay attention.
I appreciate you being honest about that. I do.
Yeah,
because in the past, some people with Hendon Hooker are like, he can do it. Okay.
I don't have anything to suggest that. I just don't.
You have
Besides
nothing
the good
to back
training
it.
camp. He's had some solid days in training. I don't have, but game action, we just don't. I mean,
and we could keep doing this, Jeff, and go back to the moment. And they brought Teddy in because Hendon doesn't have experience. There's another point of it, and to your point, your only argument you had going into camp was, well, we're going to see in training camp if he takes that next jump. They're a couple weeks in, preseason game in, and then on Saturday. Yeah, and then on Saturday, the report, or Sunday morning, there was the reports that Hendon Hooker had a bad camp, and a bad day, and that's after a bad preseason game. And when it's starting to come along like that, you're starting to sit there and go why did they bring Teddy in? Is Hendon that far away from it? Is he not even close to it? They don't trust him at all. So that's where you start questioning it a little bit. You definitely do.
Well, I did want to also give some praise because on Sunday, Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jared Goff, there was completions on Sunday. And
the doc report
it. I did not see the doc report it, but I did see Amon-Ra St. Brown put on an absolute clinic on DBs. And I think it's fair. I mean, when are people going to just learn, dude? Now, not learn, but remember how good this dude is. I mean, this dude's toe tapping Brian Branch. I mean, he did this, and I think Branch might have got a hand on that, but toe tap. He's, he's fired up. This guy's been working Brian Branch, and Brian's been competing with him, but right in front of our eyeballs, he's going against one of the best DBs in football, and he's making acrobatic, crazy catches on him and getting open. And he looks just as good. Like we talk about Hutch, obviously coming off an injury. We talk about the guy that's like an all-pro. You know what I'm saying? All-pro, put up 1,500 yards. I think he needs more coverage and publicity. Like I think people Doc brought this up last week. It's so easy to get used to it. It's just you're just watching greatness and you almost expect it. And it's like we're spoon-fed Amon-Ra St. Brown highlight clips every single week of just making 8 catches for $130 and a touchdown. But can we really look at this player and just admit he's gonna lead the Lions in receiving and catching? Like he's gonna lead the Lions in receiving yards and catches. Can we stop? I saw on Twitter the other day. Twitter's not real, so I'm not using this as like everyone's saying this. I actually saw someone tweet that Sam Laporta and JMO might have as many yards, if not more, than Amon-Ra St. Brown. And it's like I understand. I'm not trying to put down JMO or put down Sam Laporta. But can we just we have to all remind ourselves, it's like an exercise right before the season of like, oh yeah, we have a top 5 receiver on the roster. Can we just acknowledge that?
I don't think people.
5.
Okay, Jeff.
5.
Who are the people that are saying this? Lions fans?
It was a Lions. It was probably one of those fan accounts. You know.
Can you subscribe to my theory yet?
That people
that there are a lot of Lions fans. It's not just this with Lions, but I think people in their own fan bases that when they have players like this, it's hard for them to admit it, and they would give credit to everyone else but that player. You know, like people would be like,
in this case, it is their own players. But
do you know how long it took people to finally be like, "Hey, Amon-Ra's top 5"? I mean, there's still probably Lions fans and people who are like, "Yeah, no." I mean, he still needs to give us more. He should have had 1,500 again last year. I think there is just these people in fan bases who just constantly will never give the credit to Jared Goff, Amon-Ra, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jack Campbell. I run into it all the time with people like you and Jack Campbell. Just refuse to give the credit to him. If you want to subscribe to that, come on over.
No, well,
with arms wide open.
Well, it's not like people are saying that, you know, Jordan Addison's better than it's like it's J-Mo and Sam. It's his own teammates. Like it's Lions fans hyping up Lions players.
That's what I mean, though. It's just everyone, but the best player on the team, they just doo-doo on him.
Well, doo-doo on him is crazy. I mean
that's what it is, though. I mean, what else is it?
Yeah, I mean, I think people just get. I think what it is people are just so excited for J-Mo, rightfully so, that all of a sudden they think he's going to just jump a top 5 receiver he's always in top of the league for most catches. You know, like and yards. He's 2 years ago he was top 5, 6, whatever it was. I mean, guys.
Back-to-back first-team All-Pros as well, Jeff.
Back-to-back first-team All-Pros. Let's look at it from Jared Goff's perspective, all right? If I'm Jared Goff, what is Jared Goff's game? Like, his game is playing point guard, getting the ball to, you know, everybody, spreading the ball around, but also he has guys that he relies on, right? Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's the needle mover. You know, he's like the chain mover. Moving the chains, getting first downs. I think he was up there for first downs last year. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he was. Sam Laporta, same kind of thing. If no one's open, you have 2 guys that are safety blankets. And then J-Mo's kind of the big catch guy. He did a lot more last year, kind of intermediate short. They got him involved. Great. He's a way better wide receiver than he was last year. But let's just keep it real. Like Jared isn't going to just wake up one day and be like, oh yeah, I'm just not going to value my safety blanket. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like I'm just not going to. And I think the better that Sam Laporta and J-Mo play, it'll only make Amon-Ra better because the last 2 years, J-Mo broke out last year, but teams were like double it. I mean, they're looking at Amon-Ra like that's the guy we have to stop. If J-Mo's kind of popping off and people are going to pay attention to him, what do you think that does for Amon-Ra? Like he's getting single coverage. Oh, he's working him. He's working him. You know, he's working him. So don't forget who the alpha is. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. All right. Let's just remember that. He's going to lead the team in catches. He's going to lead the team in yards. J-Mo's going to get us 1,000.
Yep.
Let's not forget who Jared Goff is going to favor in tough situations. They have a tough schedule, man. Like, you're going to go to the guy you've been playing with for years, and you just know where he's at. It's just how it works, you know?
Yeah.
So I just want to bring that up. Give shout out to him. He balled out yesterday, but it does not surprise me. He is that dude. He is that dude. So, and doesn't mean J-Mo can't become that guy, but in Detroit, I don't think that's changing. I just don't.
By the way, can I just throw this out there?
Yeah.
The Detroit Tigers just won again. And Kyle Finnegan.
Why are you saying it like, I said it like depressing.
No, Kyle Finnegan, trade deadline closer. What did I say last week on the show? I said that's probably your best guy you're getting. Back to 2 games he's played in so far, 2 saves. He's stepped in. He's played in both 9 innings, both in the 9th inning, and he has stepped in and closed games out. Kerry Carpenter with another home run tonight. It looks like. Let me see who else played well. Let's see if Riley Green got a hit. Have you seen the battle with Flannel Sam and online with Riley Green? Flannel had an all-time, Jeff. I don't know if we could pull it up. He had an all-time response
from Riley Green.
No. To just a normal listener or a fan. Can you pull up? We could pull up Flannel's tweet. He kind of went at Riley Green a little bit because Riley Green.
I stand by what I said a while back.
Yes, Riley Green was 0 for 13 this weekend, and then tonight he went 0 for 4. And Flannel said that he's going to get run out of Detroit at some point. Flannel has do you want me to read it? He said, "I'll stand by what I said a while back. I predict that Riley Green is going to be run out of town by Detroit by the end of next season. 1, Riley is awesome, but his game has shown some major flaws this year. And 2, he is not a fan favorite, not even close." Which I guess fair points. I guess I don't think everyone is like big Riley Green. People love Riley Green or like him, but he comes with these slumps all the time. I don't even notice that, Jeff. But Riley Green just like randomly, he'll go 0 for 20, 0 for 15, 0 for 20, and you're like,
why Sam he's brought this up before,
and
he's brought
and he has moments too, though. Like the thing is, he has MVP stretches where for a week or two he's playing at MVP level, and then he goes on a week or 2 stretch where he's playing at he's like Johnny Manziel out there in Cleveland. And you're like, whoa. Scroll down though, dude. Just an all-time response, man. This guy says, "Yeah, I can't imagine any." Oh no, that's not it. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Did it get deleted? Keep scrolling. There's a lot added to it. Oh, maybe it got deleted.
I mean, he's getting.
Oh wait, that is it. Go back. And this is. I don't want to pull up hate comments of Flannel because Flannel's the best. No, scroll down a little bit more. Keep going. No, it's the next one. Next one. It's the one.
More responses.
That one.
This is this last responded tweet.
No way. Go down a little more. The Jason one. Is there there's a comment under there? Yeah. I bet you're right out of movers force before you. Flannel deleted it. Flannel says, he says, "I bet I run through your mom before either of those happen." And I don't like any of that stuff. That's not cool. It's bad, Flannel. But it's a comment. Flannel deleted it. He deleted it. It was an all-time Flannel response, man. It was such an all-time response. He deleted it though. Oh man. Oh, dude, I wish he didn't delete it. I want to text him and be like, "Why'd you delete that?" Maybe the guy messaged him.
That one.
Dude, it was all time. I was so pumped up to put the show to people.
He said, "I'll run through your mom
before either of those happen."
Yeah. Flannel, stand on business, man.
Yeah, come on now, Flannel.
Love you, Flannel. You stand on business, my friend. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I did not see that. I did not see that from our friend Flannel there. He has been going at Riley Green on Twitter though, so I do see that. I did see that. I didn't see that interaction.
Oh, the guy said my mom's dead, and he goes, "I shouldn't have said that. I'll delete the comment."
Oh,
Yeah. I love Flannel so much, dude. He is a funny guy, man.
man, you made the right move. You should have deleted the comment.
Yeah, but it's just him hitting someone with that comment is just, like,
Oh.
when I saw it, I was like, "Whoa, that was
Now that right there, Boone, is what you brought up. That's the reverse card. Okay, that's
yeah."
the Uno reverse.
The guy could have been lying too about his mom being dead, but either way, that was dude, the whole interaction just got me, man. The Tigers, though, shout out the Tigers, man.
Shout out the Tigers.
I know they lost Sunday Night Baseball last night, but either way, they are finally. It feels like they're back a little bit, maybe a little here and there.
Hey,
you know what I'm going to say? The Charlie Moe show didn't play bad yesterday. He didn't look bad. He only gave up one run. Only gave up 4 hits in 6 innings, 6 strikeouts. So the Charlie Moe shows.
What did Caleb say every time he brings him up? He's just he's older.
Yeah, I mean that's anyone. Bring me up. I'm older.
By the way, I'm sure you've seen the Bears Family Fest clips.
Oh my gosh, dude, this is some of the crazy. I'm just sitting here waiting for you to kind of retract a little bit.
No, not at all. And I'll explain why in a second.
But, here we go. I would not expect it. Oh, here we go.
I mean, look at Caleb. I mean, this Caleb Williams running outside the pocket and throwing it an absolute almost pick.
And it was pick. Oh, I thought it was pick.
Was it pick? I think I just said almost.
Did you see the other one thrown into the?
I did see
the net.
Yeah,
you got to play that video too.
I did see he did throw a dime to Colson Loveland that he dropped. So it's like we're playing these clips. Like you don't think the guy, it's like Jared Goff having a completion. You don't think
come on, man.
You don't think Caleb's had good days? Like really?
Come on. Let's play some of those. Is Ben Johnson saying anything? I see you scrolling over there. What's Ben Johnson saying?
There was actually an assistant coach on the Bears who spoke about Ben Johnson.
Let's hear it.
And he's special teams coordinator. He's been around the league, played for other coaches or coached under coaches.
He was their special teams coordinator in Chicago. I think he actually. I could be wrong. I think that was the only coach that they kept.
But this is what he had to say.
Like, because I've been around all of them, so I can tell you for a fact, we got a damn good head coach here. A damn good head coach. I'm just telling you. I know what they look like. I've been around them. So, and it worked for Mike Shanahan, John Fox, Gary Kubiak, all Super Bowl winning or went to Super Bowl head coaches. So, yeah, I mean, you always, because he was on the opposing team, you always kind of knew who he was and things like that, but I had never worked with him. But I knew from afar when I watched some of his press conferences or some of that stuff, I was like, the guy's pretty sharp. But then when you work with him and you can see the attention to detail and how he meticulously looks at everything, no matter what it is, dives deep into things, all right, and has an eye. Real head coaches have an eye for things when they happen, all right, and they're able to anticipate stuff. And like, I'm just telling you, like I'm just telling you, and I ain't sit up here and talk about it forever, but you guys just watch. We got a good head coach. I've been around a lot of them. All right, damn good, special.
What he said. I mean, yeah,
special.
Yeah. I mean, I think can we say that he has an opinion? He's been around Mike Shanahan, who's like one of the greatest coaches in terms. Look at his tree, Mike Shanahan, by the way, great tree,
crazy tree, yeah.
But I think Ben's gonna be fine. I'm not gonna. People want to say, oh, Ben's gonna suck. Go ahead, it's fine. I don't really care. It's the Bears. I don't blame you. You could say they suck. It doesn't bother me. People think I'm a Bears fan. That's fine because I like Ben Johnson and I like Caleb Williams. But I will say this about the Bears. The thing that annoys me the most, and I'm sorry, there's Bears fans that have showed me love for showing them love. But Bears fans, you got to get your shit together, man. I mean, this like Bears fans on Twitter. It's like it's easy to root against the Bears, man. They are acting like the Bears are the watch out, the Bears are coming. I think they'll be decent this year, and I think Ben's going to make them pretty good over time. But you can't say all this when you have clearly they're still in the process of getting they're learning.
Yeah, the team's pretty built.
No, I'm saying Ben Johnson's way of everything. They're ironing that out. You can see that. So I don't. Bears fans are going to say oh, we're coming for the NFC North, dude. Chill out. No, you're not. Not this year. You're not this year. Yeah, I did.
You hear that scream? Miss.
It's okay. All right. It sounds like.
Put that on repeat. Put that on repeat. Did you take it off the screen? I wasn't looking. Oh, that's crazy, man.
Listen, I will say I have seen reporting coming from Bears camp. I've checked it out.
Oh, we know you have.
I just want to see what's going on because it is a take of mine that the Bears will be second in the NFC North. Caleb's actually had a lot of good days. So I don't know where I guess footage obviously that gets clicks when people see him throwing a fit and playing bad. But from what I've read, he's had multiple really good days.
All right, Jeff. I got to stop you. I got to stop you. You got to be both sides here. You can't be well, he's had a couple good days. People should stop talking. No. Even Ben Johnson came out. He had 2 good days, and that was reported, and that was all over the news, just like all this has. But when they had team practice at Soldier Field and they had family day or whatever it was, even Ben Johnson said this was our worst practice we've had. And Caleb. So no, don't give him any grace and be well, he's also had a lot of good days. You should still be optimistic and watch out for that. No. He's having bad days. He's having good days as he should be. He's going into year 2. He's not a rookie anymore. Don't care the scheme. Don't care that. You're in the NFL. Learn it. Grow up. He shouldn't be having as many bad days as he's having as a QB1 that has the talent that he has. That to me is the fact about all of this. You're giving him too much grace because you like the Bears.
No, it's not.
He should have no grace. You shouldn't be this bad in big moments.
We're giving Jared grace in a new offense. You can't do that.
No, but you got to stop that. You've seen Jared Goff go to a Super Bowl. You've seen him go to an NFC Championship game. You've seen him be an MVP finalist. You haven't seen anything from Caleb Williams. He didn't even. Did he play in a bowl game at USC? I don't know. The only thing I remember him at USC is crying. That's it.
You said, well, you're a second-year player. Get over it. Who cares? Jared Goff's a vet. Who cares? He shouldn't be struggling.
And guess what? Guess what? They bring up the thing with Jared Goff, but they go, hey, we know that he's done it, and he's been there, he's done it, he can play. With Caleb, it's, hey, I don't care. Yes, it's a new offense. You're going to have your struggles. But when Ben Johnson comes out and says, hey, this was the worst practice, and these clips are coming out of some of the worst throws of all time, hey, you probably just shouldn't have those. Throw the ball away. Make a play. Dude, you're throwing at a net. I could make 5 throws and hit that net. He missed the net completely. I'm not saying Caleb's terrible, but obviously let's not because you're a fanboy. No offense, but let's stop going around the fact that he is not having a good camp. It has nothing to do with the.
That's not true.
He's not. There's more. There's reporting. He's had good days. He's had good days. But he's struggling. People are literally saying, hey, Caleb's been struggling. He's had good days. He's learning it, but there are issues. Dude, you're in year 2 in the NFL. You're a starting quarterback. Dude. There's no wiggle room, in my opinion.
So he can't have a bad. Just making sure he can't have a bad day. Just make sure.
No, he's had multiple though. You're sitting up here defending him because he's had a couple good days.
You said to me,
but he's had bad days as well.
True. That's not.
He's had a lot of bad days. It's constantly getting reported that he's having bad days. He had a good 2-day stretch before yesterday. Friday and Saturday it was reported that Caleb Williams had 2 really good practices. I read it on ESPN today. And then I think it was Jeremy Fowler who went there and he wrote the article and said, hey, my colleagues reached out to me and said Friday and Saturday he had 2 good days of practice. And they said you should see some good Caleb Williams. He's starting to get this thing down a little bit. He said he pulled up on Sunday and it was the worst Caleb Williams in Chicago Bears offense that he's ever seen. But we're just gonna be like, well, no, he's had two good days. He's good. He's good.
No,
he's
it's
good.
not. It's more than 2 good days.
But dude, if you're gonna sit here and want to push out the 2 good days, let's talk about the bad day.
2 good.
There's obviously,
days.
and yeah, it's gonna take some time. I agree with you.
No,
but let's not go around the fact that he has not. It has
painting
not
the
been
narrative
smooth as
this
butter
guy
over there.
This guy's barely had a good day so far in training. He's had 2.
Never said that. Don't do that.
You said 2 good days. Booner,
He's had
how
back-to-back
long has
Friday,
training camp been
Saturday.
going on. It's more than 2 fucking days.
You just said I said 2 different things to try and prove a point. I didn't say either one.
You just said, well, he's had 2 good days. Dude.
That's a fact. I said he had back-to-back good days, Friday, Saturday. What are you trying to say? What's your point?
How many practices have they had in total?
They had a lot, but he's also had a lot of reports of bad days before Sunday. And then Sunday, when the fans are in there and they're on Soldier Field, he has his worst day of the training camp. And it's like everyone's there to see it. And I get what you're saying, like, well, everyone's just looking at that one. No, if you actually do the research and read the articles.
I have done the research.
Hold on, let me talk. He's
wrong.
had back-to-back good days Friday, Saturday. So there is some positive that they're getting it down. But it's not all rainbows and butterflies.
I never said it was rainbows and sunshine.
Feels like you're over here.
No, what you're saying about he's having like this terrible camp. He's had a couple good days. No,
your point here, and I'm just going to
true.
make this very clear for the people, so people know your point or what you were trying to do, so people understand this. And I'm gonna go back and watch this and clip it.
Oh my god!
You started this Chicago Bears stuff off by saying people keep reporting all these bad days, but no one wants to look at how many good days Caleb Williams has had.
Yes, which is
he's had a couple good days. Yeah.
No, but my point is
let's have a conversation about these bad days.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jeff Iafrate.
You done? So what I was saying was the accounts that we're seeing these clips on, it's only the bad days that are posted or the bad clips. That's all the point I was making is like, let's not look at this information and be like, well, this guy stinks. The Bears offense, they just can't figure it out. No,
he's struggling.
He's not. He's
had some good days, but when you say that,
you're reporting false information into a microphone.
He's had bad days. Don't say I'm reporting false information when I'm reporting what was said.
Information.
Okay.
He's had bad days. He hasn't had a bad camp. He hasn't. Ben just came out and said the other day he's only getting better in camp. So what you're like, that's what I'm trying to correct you.
That's different. He's had bad. Okay.
Yes.
Don't stop real quick. Don't say I'm reporting false information when there are reports saying that he has had bad days at camp.
Which is that's fine. Yeah, he's had bad days.
So I'm not. So stop. You just said it. You agree with me. I'm not reporting false information. So stop. Just cut that stuff out real quick.
Has he had a good or bad camp?
He's had. We're not talking about camp. We're talking about days. He's had bad days.
You're not answering the question. Has he had a good or bad camp?
I didn't say whether. I don't know. I haven't seen anything. I've seen specific days.
He hasn't had a bad camp. He hasn't.
Okay, but you're saying I'm reporting false information. I never said if he's having a good or bad camp. You just make stuff up, man.
Then answer the question. Based on what you've read, Booner, what would you say? Has he had a good or bad camp in general, overall?
I don't know. I don't know. That's why I never said it. You're like saying, you're like putting words in my mouth that I said he had a bad camp. I don't know. I just know over the last week, there's been multiple days of them saying he's had bad. And I also made the point on the other side that he had back-to-back good days. I said both. And you said I'm reporting false information, which again, you're putting words in my mouth. And you're saying I'm lying. Not lying. I said both. I said literally there's been reports of both. He hasn't been that great in those days at camp.
You're in the middle, kind of.
Yeah, you should listen. Sick.
I am listening. You were insinuating he hasn't had a good camp. You're like, well, you just kept mentioning the bad days.
He's been struggling. He's struggled.
Yeah, like quarterbacks, they'll struggle. It's normal. Like it's not anything towards like he's had a bad camp. That's not true.
Oh my gosh! All right, move on. This is the worst argument about Chicago Bears. How much you love them. You should put a bet on them to win the NFC North.
See, now you're reporting more false information.
I'm not reporting anything. I'm saying you should. I didn't say no facts. I said you should. Listen, again, Jeff, your own saying you have 2 years for a reason. Use them. God gave them to you.
No,
I said you should.
You're not listening. I don't love the Bears. I am correcting you on Caleb Williams. I'm correcting you on that. All right. I'm correcting you on that.
And listen, this isn't conflicting information, by the way, from Xavier D. This is me saying that there have been reports of him having good days, like Friday, Saturday, back-to-back good days. And he is also on Sunday. They show up to Soldier Field, and he has a bad day, and he doesn't look good. And that's the reports that are coming out. that it's just it's inconsistent. He's having good days, but there's also these random bad days. It's not contradicting nothing. These are legit reports that are coming out of a guy like Jeremy Fowler, who's there in person, that different people who are there. These are legit. I'm not contradicting anything. These are facts that I'm saying.
So based on what you've read,
I like what ETN said. He's had an up and down camp. I love that. That's great, Jeff. Up and down camp.
But that's like okay. That's okay. Take the middle ground then. That's fine. You can take the middle ground.
You can either have a really good camp, a bad camp, or you can have an up and down camp. There's no middle ground.
All right.
If you have an up and down like season,
I think that's fair. You want to agree on up and down? Fine. We can agree with that. I'm not. The reason why I was going to bring this up is the Ben Johnson people want to.
Xavier D, I don't even know what this argument's about. Jeff is just trying to say you're lying, Booner. You're reporting false information.
We're arguing essentially the
straight
Bears
facts. Jeff's just getting a little upset about his Chicago Bears
right now. Can I? What we were talking about is the Bears essentially, and all these videos coming out of them looking like trash, and then we're addressing my Bears take of them being second in the NFC North.
No, they've had some good days as well. People aren't reporting the good days, but he's still having the bad days.
Which
so.
I'm not going to fold. I'm not folding yet, so we'll see how that ages. We'll see. It could age poorly. Speaking of development, up and down, Giovanni Manu, what did we say? He had an up and down training camp so far? Or we can agree he's had more downs.
This guy, man. This guy, he's just making his topics just based off of his narratives now. It's just unbelievable.
Dan talked about
this
Giovanni.
Guy is unbelievable. Can we get a load of this dude?
Dan objectively said Giovanni Manu has not had the best start to his NFL training camp. He did say, though, that Friday or Thursday against the Chargers, he was better. And now they don't have Dan Skipper. And Dan also mentioned that right before the practice on Thursday against the Chargers, he said the practice before the game on Thursday, he said Manu was better. It was better. That's the best way to say it. He said the beginning of camp has probably had more downs than ups. And then the game was more encouraging. And actually, I will say, I thought his last practice before the game was better. So I do feel an uptick here. And now he's just got to build off of that. Always got to work on things, but it was better.
So would you say that Manu's had some good days?
No, Dan objectively said more down days than up days. So he didn't stand, up and down. He was up and down a little bit.
Well, I mean,
Dan stood on business with it. All right.
Well, he could stand on business and say, hey, it's been about half and half. That's also standing on business.
He said more down than up.
Yeah, that's because he's having more down. What if he had like half? You think being in the middle, like no one can ever be in the middle?
No, you could be in the middle. It was a joke. But Dan was not in the middle there. He was not. He was pretty clear. He has not been good. Which honestly, we've seen that in training camp. That's not like a surprise. He hasn't been.
No,
he hasn't been really good.
Shockingly, just not what you expected after coming out of OTAs and mini camp, where they were like, Manu's going to be good. Like he's bringing something this year, and he just has not shown. Even the first couple of days of camp, he had a couple of good days to start camp, and everyone was like, "Hey, Manu," and then it's dropped off.
I mean, I will say, I did rewatch him against the Chargers because I barely even paid attention to Gio. I did not really see him at all. It was just so much going on. We're watching the quarterbacks, we're watching Isaac Tesla, you're watching there's so much stuff going on. But then I watched Giovanni Manu, go back and watch him. I thought he was really good in the run game.
Yeah.
And I thought there was spots in pass protection where he actually didn't look that bad. Because in training camp, to be honest, like we saw, he was getting beat by guys with bend. It's like the height thing, the lateral quickness. I think his size, he's a big dude. So obviously guys that get really super low and bendy cause some issues for him, just like anyone else who's that big. But I thought against the Chargers, I know it's 2s and 3s, but still, I mean, he could have gotten worked. I thought he held up. So we could talk about the quarterbacks all day, but this is also another big game for Gio this week because he's going to get the start with no Dan Skipper. So
I forgot about that.
And then Jamarco Jones just went down, so they don't have tackles right now. Really,
Jamarco Jones got hurt.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, an ankle injury.
Wow, yeah, no, Gio's going to play a lot then. Okay,
so he'll be playing a lot.
That's going to be interesting then. I'm interested to see if that's wow. I did not know that Jamarco Jones went down as well.
Yes, I don't know what they have. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. They probably have guys that can play tackle. But Manu he's gotten better at since last week. So hopefully he continues to get better, Manu.
He has an opportunity at the end of the day. Like he has an opportunity to show what he can do. And his competition is Dan Skipper, in my opinion. And now Dan's out. Okay, what do you look like? Can you take that job? And I think the problem is just the inconsistency at the end of the day. Like he does show flashes, and he's even said it. He did that interview last week where he said it, where I just have so many good days, and then all of a sudden, boom! It's like I think Dan said it one time. It's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back with Gio, and they're just trying to figure out how to make it 2 steps forward without those steps back. What's so funny over there? What do you got?
I'm sorry, this comment. Jovis says Jeff is such a turd, which is honestly. There's one insult that I will never. I mean, it's hard to offend me, but the one I actually don't mind, like you can call me a turd. I think that's hilarious. So Jobis, appreciate that. Jeff is a turd and is using Manu to counter the Caleb argument. What 6th, 7th round pick who plays at small school versus a first round? It was a joke, Jobis. All right, don't get offended. I understand that Giovanni Manu is a project and Caleb is the #1 overall pick. Okay, I just want to clear that up.
Did you say a comparison?
No, I didn't. I was joking. We were joking about Dan stood on business about the up and down thing. That was a joke, Jobis. All right. But yeah, you can call me a turd all you want, man. That's
hashtag Jeff Turd.
Yeah, that's funny as hell. But I want to bring up burning issues. Manu has shown progress. You can't expect the guy to be OT1 after 1 year, considering where he came from. I mean, yeah, he will.
Yeah. How long did it take? What's his name in Philly? 3 years?
Yeah, it took him some time. Lukas said Brad needs to stop drafting outside the Power 5. Lukas said. I mean, I mean, that would be Manu.
Who? Yeah, let me pull up the depth chart because is there?
But Manu and Broderick would be like the 2, right?
Yeah, but it's not even. But you could just look at the in the NFL, like guys outside the Power 5, because there are some that work out.
Khalil Mack came from Buffalo. Oh, I guess that's.
Well, I mean, Klotz is the biggest. This is a little counterproductive from Klotz because he's the biggest guy. Like, give me the Mac guys. Give me who's the guy that Klotz loved this year coming out from Buffalo.
Oh, Sean Dolak.
Yeah, like Klotz is the biggest Sean Dolak. Klotz is like the biggest advocate of drafting outside the Power 5. It'll just go get dogs outside the Power 5, and then he's like, "Don't draft Power 5 guys." Like, no. What are we doing here, Klotz? Did you want Sean Dolak, or what do we want here?
Hey, is this true? I think it might be. He says Manu was offered a full ride to Oregon and stayed out of loyalty to the coach.
I want loyalty in my building, Jeff.
I mean, I think that's true. I mean, I remember. I thought it was Washington. Was it Oregon? I don't know
either one. I can't remember. I wasn't following Giovanni Manu coming out of high school. I do not know the offers he had.
No, well, I didn't follow him coming out of high school, but I did look into his backstory a little bit. He did get offers to go and play in the Power 5. So, yeah, you could suck that, Lukas. He did get offers. I thought it was Washington. I don't know.
We just got to figure out what Klotz like. Or is he a non-Power 5 guy or not?
Or is it just a Brad Holmes thing? You don't think Brad?
Yeah, we're in like a little bit of a. We're in a little spot here. This is like one of those things. It's like when you put the dog in the middle and you're like, come over here. The other guy's like, come over here. You're like, with Klotz, where are we going? You got to choose a side here.
Brad doesn't see the Mac guys the way I do. I mean,
all right, fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you guys can start dropping your questions.
I mean, they were watching. I mean, the Lion Scout. You saw it in the movie that they put out. They were watching Isaac Tesla when he was in Hillsdale. D2. They got Trevor Nowatzki. D2. Trevor Nowatzki. We're non-Power 5.
If anyone's got a free 5 to 10 minutes, go watch Isaac Tesla's Hillsdale highlights. They're absolutely ridiculous, dude. He's got
Khalif Raymond, Holy Cross.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got some guys in here, man.
Hey, the Purple Prince said mailbag argue about JJ's camp now. Hey, what do you think about Minnesota too? I'm not even trying to. I'm just asking you, Jen.
No, I think Minnesota's going to be good. Dude, we've had this
JJ
conversation.
Hasn't had a good camp, up and down camp.
He's had an up and down camp. He's had good days. He's had bad days. But from what I've seen, it's been very up and down. Confidence level from people might not be there. I think It's different from, I think, and you're gonna hate this and you're gonna be mad. There's a difference of training camp for JJ McCarthy this year and Caleb Williams this year. Caleb Williams played 17 NFL games. JJ McCarthy has not. So there was always going to be an up and down with JJ McCarthy.
Similar offense though.
Yeah, but JJ, I think it's going to take time. We know that. Like, I mean, Klotz and I have talked about it before. We've talked about that. You've seen guys come off the streets essentially with Kevin O'Connell and come in as backups and find ways to have success. JJ has is 100 times more talented than a lot of those guys. It's just going to take a little time because those guys that came in, Jeff, like they've played in the NFL. JJ hasn't yet. So I still think that I'm almost at the point where the Vikings are the second best team in the division. It's going to fall on JJ, and it might take 4, 5, 6 weeks for them and for him to kind of start feeling it out and getting this thing down. A lot of those guys do have confidence in him. Like Justin Jefferson's came out and said it. A lot of these guys do have confidence in their quarterback.
Let's see. Cartier mailbag. Do you want Sudfeld back?
No. I just saw a report. Literally, Detroit Times just posted a report within the last 15 minutes, Jeff.
You're a sicko, Cartier.
Teddy Bridgewater is looking for an NFL comeback. Bring back the 2 gloves, man.
It's like the ex that, like you got a buddy got an ex, he just keeps getting back together with her. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like this feels like the Lions and Teddy right now. It's just they just keep coming back. It's like you might as well just sign him to a 2-year deal, man. Like just keep I don't know what to tell you.
But Teddy's better than the 2 guys you got right now at the end of the day. So
which is fair. Yeah, I mean, which is fair. I can't really argue that. How old is Teddy, by the way? Maybe you won't get even 2 years out of him. Maybe I was just being an ass there.
What are you talking about? 2 years, man.
Is he like 38, 40?
Let's see. 40, dude? 38? Teddy Bridgewater? He's 32. Come on.
Is he really?
Yeah, come on, bub.
Oh. Is he really 32? Oh, that's so disrespectful. Holy shit. Wow. Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, too. I didn't mean to do that to you. Bro.
No, 32 is, I mean, you could give him give him a 4-year deal, man. Fuck it.
No, just give him a 1-year deal. And
keep him around for the foreseeable future. That's young. Uncle T, man. Yeah, I didn't know he was that young. That's
Uncle T, like T-Foss? Shout out T-Foss.
Yeah,
man.
Uncle T, man. Yep.
Oh, Uncle Teddy. Yeah, Teddy, duh.
Let's see. Full Safe Farms mailbag. Who would you compare Caleb to? Johnny Football, Ryan Leaf, or Jamarcus Russell?
What a drop, dude.
No, you answer.
I don't know. None of them. I think Caleb's gonna be fine.
Yeah, that's 3. That's a crazy.
That is what a drop, though. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean,
I can leave Johnny Football.
Yeah,
Shout out. I text you too. Our guy Che versus Johnny Football this weekend was the funniest thing.
Yes,
dude, I don't know if you saw it. He did that, and then he just posted.
Did he end up responding?
Yeah, I could pull it up, dude. I love.
Responded to him?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit Che up to get him on here. Hopefully before football season, we could. This guy battled. He was the thing. Funniest thing too. He was on vacation. Like it wasn't like he just like. It wasn't that he just was like working. This guy's on vacation with his family.
For the chat. So Johnny went at Gilly.
Yeah.
For his because Gilly, the Eagles, obviously, if you don't know Gilly, he's well known, but he's a big Eagles fan. He has the big Eagles hat. He went at him and Cam Newton have been going at each other, and then Johnny Manziel jumped in and just said, "I'll smack this shit." What do you say? Like slap him?
Yeah, I'll let you. You can read all of this here.
And then I guess Stephen Shea from Barstool, like out of left field, decided to respond to.
All right, you can pull it
Johnny
up.
Manziel.
You want to read this?
Johnny Manziel said, "Yo, Gilly, the kid, you may be the biggest effing loser on the planet, talking like you've fucking done anything on a football field. Like if I see you, you know I'm going to slap the F out of you. Trust."
I don't think what Gilly did was bad either. Like Gilly didn't say that he won the Super Bowl. He just basically was like, "Thank you,
Jalen.
Thank you, Jalen." So like, I think it was a fair thing for Gilly to say. I don't know why Johnny Manziel even stepped in.
He came at Cam Newton, and then Cam Newton, his big thing was going at Gilly was like, "You're a mascot," and then this video came out, and then he's like,
"Yeah."
Thank you,
I think it's fair. Like, I think Johnny being like, "You shouldn't be able to say that." I think that's crazy. First off, I think Johnny's in the wrong here
because he said Cam Newton has never had one of these, meaning a Super Bowl.
Yeah, which I mean, as a fan for Gilly, like, okay, fair. Like, go ahead and talk. And then Jay responds.
Jay said Gilly has only had 7 fewer TD passes, but also has 7 less interceptions than you on an NFL football field. This is, by the way, not the move. I just say this. Anyway, so I'm not sure you're the right guy to gatekeep NFL discussions because you were a nobody in that world too. Great college player, though.
The respect at the end is so good.
And then Johnny said, and you're the right guy to say anything. You should blow Dave every single day for your job. Fuck your respect. Suck my
Jay. Look at this. Look at this.
Johnny, do you like my hat?
Dude, I think that was just such a good response with the hat. He's on vacation and said, "Do you like my hat?" And it kind of banged a little.
Did he respond back?
No, he didn't. No. It's so funny, dude.
Like, all due respect to Steven, man. Steven, you knew what you were getting into, dude.
Oh, I think it was he talked about it today. He was like, because they obviously is a coworker with Gilly. He was just like, I was just protecting one of my coworkers. He's like, I don't care. So I was like, he's like, Gilly's not on Twitter, so I'll do it.
Your respect. Oh, that's funny, man. Yeah.
Hey, that's good content right there from Jay. Jay locked in on some content. That was
Xavier D says, "Hey turds, what would you most like to see out of the preseason game on Friday?" Give me like, we'll probably talk about that actually. To be honest, that's gonna be a good.
Yeah.
Topic. We'll save that because we're gonna probably talk about the next like day or two. So
I mean, obviously, I think just the number one thing that we can just obviously say is this quarterback situation.
Yeah.
Did you see Gilly's response too? By the way,
no. What did Gilly said something?
Oh, dude, let me see if I can find it.
And by the way, Xavier, you know the answer to this. It's Justin Jefferson. All right.
Johnny.
We don't have to watch the whole thing. It's 2 minutes. Do you want me to pull it? Should I pull it up?
Yeah. Put it on the stage.
Oh no.
What do you?
Come
response
on,
to Johnny Manziel?
Yeah, this is Gilly to respond.
Come on, Johnny. Out of all the motherfuckers you can fuck with, Johnny, what the fuck would make you stop at me, man? Huh? What would make you stop at that bus stop and fuck with me, Johnny? I know what it was. I know exactly what it was. Ain't no secret. You had 8 ball of that shit, Johnny. I figured by now that shit would have wore off, right? Johnny, what the fuck would make you get up and just say, you gonna slap me? Out of all the motherfuckers on planet Earth, Johnny, you gonna slap me? Had to be this shit right here, Johnny. Because it ain't 1917 no more, Johnny. This is 2025. Niggas fight back, Johnny. The fuck make you think you just gonna slap a nigga and then what you just gonna do? You just gonna walk off about your business, Johnny, and just ain't nothing gonna happen, Johnny. No, we gonna have to put on a bet nap, Johnny, to over and under for how many fucking days you gonna lay in the hospital. And I'm taking 13 and a half days. I'm taking the fucking over, Johnny. Now let me tell you something, Johnny. I need you to check in the AA, Alcohol Anonymous, and I need you to check the fuck out of AAB. African American business, Johnny. This shit ain't had nothing to do with you. Sit your dumb ass down somewhere. You hear me? Now, Cam said what he said about Jalen. I told Cam he did something you couldn't do in a Super Bowl. And then Cam, big, goofy, extra sensitive ass, started talking personal shit. So you and Cam could both sit y'all super goofy asses down some fucking where. Fucking cocaine Johnny and big fucking sensitive. You big sassy ass nigga, sit your dumb ass down somewhere, nigga. I don't know what the fuck you got going on. But I told you niggas, neither one of y'all could fuck with Jalen. And then you talk about, I'm the biggest loser. You ain't did nothing on the football field, neither did you, Johnny. You was in a fucking league for 2 weeks. They sent you to the fucking Australian Kangaroos. The fuck you? I think you did 2 years with the Lithuanian Bombers or some shit. Fuck is you talking about? You ain't did shit either. Get the fuck out of here, Johnny. Right.
Yeah, I'll just say like
Bro.
like Gilly absolutely shredded him.
Gilly's one of the best in the game. I love Gilly.
That's
so
a W
good.
for Gilly. Yeah, absolutely. Just demolished Johnny Manziel. That was not even close. That's crazy.
That's so good.
I needed that one. That was hilarious. I did not expect that. I was like, where is he at? He's on the camera.
I didn't either. Honestly, I didn't watch it the first time because I didn't see it. He wasn't on camera, so I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I watched it earlier today, and I was like, there's no way this is real. That was such a good response.
That's funny as hell, man. You can't respond to that.
No.
If you're Johnny Manziel, what are you gonna say back to that? He said AAB. African American business. Johnny,
He called Cam Newton big sensitive. It's like
Yeah.
big baby, big sensitive. Big baby Davis.
Yeah, it's tough.
God.
I mean, that's tough, man. I mean, Stephen Shea just got an absolute stray in there somewhere, but you know what? He went to war for his teammates. So
Yeah.
I didn't see all of that. So that, you know what?
That was
Twitter's not
funny,
real,
dude.
man. None of these guys are gonna actually fight. It's all fake.
No, they actually might though, because Barstool is rough and rowdy, and Johnny said, "See me in rough and rowdy." I think Gilly was a little bit like, "All right, like you heard him in the video. He was like, we could do this."
Over 13 and a half days in the hospital is crazy. AG said, a little stinky. Your best case scenario for a quarterback, we can pick up either via them or being cut or trade for. Keep it realistic. I'd pay attention to the Browns. Little stinky.
Browns.
They're going to cut one or two of those guys.
Giants, I think it's a good one. Giants have a deep room.
Yep. Pay attention to those guys.
Indianapolis, they have two guys compete for a job, but I think they actually also have a third guy. Let me pull that one up, actually.
I pay attention to those teams.
Yeah. I wonder what Indy. Yeah, in Riley Leonard is the third there. I don't know about him. Ray said Johnny was paid millions for his time in the NFL. I can guarantee you, I think Gilly's richer than probably Johnny Manziel right now.
Oh, he is.
Like 100 times richer than Johnny Manziel.
Gilly and Wallow,
they make so much money.
They've done really well for themselves.
Yeah. Have you seen like have you watched them at all? The cars that they had, like just pull up, they have like, dude, they're bringing money in for sure.
Hey, appreciate you all. Great show today. We'll be back tomorrow covering Detroit Lions training camp. So you're going to want to be there. All right. Among other things, obviously, like Gilly beefing with Johnny Manziel. But we'll be back 8 p.m. tomorrow. Appreciate you all as always. You guys have a blessed night, man. Stay safe.
Love you guys.